on soon, so coaching every right.
Yeah, terrific win for our team. Helps when you shoot the ball as well as we did. Obviously, you don't make 14 threes that often, but I knew our guys were locked in. I thought, we had a week. So we took Monday and Tuesday and really just worked on ourselves and took off Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday had really good practices leading into this game, and thought we played with great energy and pretty good attention to detail. Certainly their rebounding was a factor, but our ability to shoot the ball and share the ball, obviously 24 assisted baskets is terrific. So I just thought we played a very clean game and beat a very good team today.
Coming into today, Jaden hadn't made a ton of threes. I think he made his first 5 for
Yeah.
6.
First 5.
What got into him today?
Yeah, I don't know. He got a lot of open looks. Obviously, some of it is, teams have guarded Chase a little differently. Sometimes they're face guarding. When you do that, that opens up a lot of space for other players. And so maybe that was part of it. I need to watch film to see exactly why he got so many, but he can do that. He's more than capable of making 5 threes in a game. He's a good older player. Obviously, his line today was terrific. 7 assists. 4 or 5 steals, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. I mean, the guy was unbelievable today.
You're up 4 at halftime, and then obviously pulled away in the second. What changed in the second half?
We got off to a good start. I thought our defensive activity was good. We knocked a couple balls loose, got into some transition situations where we were fairly opportunistic there. And then I just think we kept executing. We just kept getting pretty good quality shots. And we had, we didn't have Locken in the first half for a lot of the first half. I thought Miles Foster really battled. But Locken makes a difference. I mean, he's a 6'10" guy that can guard pick and roll a couple different ways. He can make a 3, stretch the defense. Obviously him playing a lot was a big factor in the second half.
I know you went to the Elite 8 last year, but what do you think the win over Duke has done for your team's confidence and feeling what they did?
Yeah, it was good. We beat Kentucky early in the year. So we have a confident group. We have an older group. 4 of the guys were on it last year's Elite 8 team. Jaden and Victor were not. Obviously, they're transfers, but they were good players that were hungry to win. I think they show that. They play like that. They've really blended well into our team, and I just think our pieces fit. I think that's a big part of all this is you got to have buy-in. Your pieces got to fit. Guys have been coachable, and because we're older, we've been able to withstand the length of the season and all the trials and tribulations that kind of go with that.
SMU was without its point guard for the 3rd game in a row.
Yeah.
Where did Miller's absence help your team the most today?
Just another really good player, good speed, guy can get by, open court situations. Yeah, he's terrific. Obviously played against him last year. He's, that's a tough blow for them, especially in this stretch of the season when they've had a couple big games like us and Wake at home. I feel bad for Andy for that. Like that's like a coach's nightmare. But it's, they still have a lot of really good players. But it's tough not having your, full allotment of guys.
Coach, you talked about your team's experience. How much do you think that could help you as you get into March and just the later part?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. It's hard because tournament play is kind of a one and done, and there's so many things that can go into that. Foul trouble, a guy, guys not shooting well. But I do think we have an older group that can deal with some adversity, that has battled a lot of different things, that has shown good poise and maturity with all the different things we've had to deal with and different styles of play. That's helpful as well.
When you travel somewhere like this, not a traditional ACC,
Yeah.
what does it feel like for you and the players?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, SMU's been a great addition. Obviously, it starts with the football team, right? Just the success they had there. And we know there's a lot of support at this school, and athletics are important, and there's good history. And so I anticipate SMU basketball being very good. This is a place where there's a lot of players. I mean, there are a ton of players in Texas, period, but obviously the DFW area, I mean, this is a hotbed. And so they'll have no problem. I think being a part of the ACC is going to help their recruiting, probably already has. I know it has. So they're going to be a great addition. Andy's going to do a great job here.
Any more questions in the room? Got time for a couple on Zoom if anybody has one.
Brad, this is Will. Wanted to ask you, you guys now are 7-1 on the road this year in conference play. What's been the difference this season for you guys when you go on the road?
I don't know. I think this team's a little better defensively than last year's on a consistent basis. That probably helps us a little bit, getting a few more stops. You know, beyond that, I don't know that I have an answer for you. Last year's team played well at times on the road for sure, and had a couple games there in early January when we were kind of scuffling a little bit at Miami and Virginia Tech, but you know, rebounded nicely more towards the end.
Hey Brad, it's Darian Carter. How challenging was the end of the first half with Victor and Chauncey both having 2 fouls and Miles Foster as well, and you decided keeping them in with those 2 fouls late in the first half?
Yeah, it was hard. Obviously, this was a game that we would have loved to have played Christian Reeves, you know, 5 to 7, 8 minutes, and planned on doing that. And then he sprained his ankle in the last half hour of practice yesterday. So, you know, he couldn't go, and give Miles a lot of credit. Yeoman's work down there battling against their big fella. He was able to get a couple baskets in, but you know, Miles is a tough guy. He's experienced, he's older, you know, he doesn't have the size, but he certainly has the strength. And so it's a little bit, the offense wasn't easy for us because we haven't played a lot with Ian and Miles together. And so we were, you know, trying to fix a few things as we were going that way. But defensively, I thought he really did a lot of good things in battle for us.
Anything else for Coach?
Okay, thanks, everybody.